Stop me over. Oh my God, Dad! They're arresting me! I don't live in Utah!
Stop
I don't
resisting!
live in Utah! Stop!
Stop resisting!
Stop!
You guys are some f***ing dumbass motherfuckers!
Stop!
It's no secret that Karens can cause chaos, and when the police get involved, things only get worse. There's always something going on with them. They think they are above the law, but the reality hits hard when the cuffs come out. Let's dive into Karen's worlds and see how they deal with getting arrested. Before starting our first case, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get more interesting content on your screen.
Stop me over. Oh my God, Dad! They're arresting me! What the hell, dude? What are you doing?
Don't resist.
Stephanie, a 24-year-old Palmetto Bay woman, was arrested on 21st February 2022, Monday around 8 p.m. for speeding around Florida Island in her Tesla because she was suspected for driving under the influence. She was earlier caught on the dash cam when pulled over after cops received a reckless driving report on North Bahamas Drive in Duck Key, Florida.
You need to come over here right now.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to.
What do you mean?
Do you need me to pepper spray you? You need to get over here right now.
For what?
Turn around! Hey! Get out of the vehicle.
You got me up, bro. I own this.
Actively resisting. Get out of the...
The dispatcher received a call that she just hit a palm tree, reversed, and almost hit two pedestrians. It wasn't long before Monroe County deputies found her parked Tesla. Stephanie refused to comply with the officer and drive away. The officer immediately hopped back in the cruiser and takes her off when she stopped again after driving for a few miles.
Why are you doing this? Why? Why? My dad's in the car. Why are you doing this?
Okay, let go of
No,
your phone.
no, I'm not. My dad is on the phone, and he's. Hey!
Hey!
No, this is what happens when you flee and then you kick me.
I didn't flee, and I didn't kick you.
So those lights and sirens mean nothing?
When she gets off of her car, she was talking to her father on phone. Meanwhile, female officers arrived at the scene to help with the arrest. She started resisting and kicked the officer when they put handcuffs on her. She was heard saying that her father owns the island and they can't arrest her.
Dad!
Stephanie, you have to calm down.
Well, why are they?
Copy 72-745
You've been drinking.
What did I
You
do?
know what you've done.
No, I don't. What did I do? Wait.
When her father arrived at the scene, he told her that this was happening because she had been drinking and speeding.
Dad! They didn't read me my rights, and they don't tell me why I'm going in.
Ma'am. Ma'am,
Dad!
you resist, you're going to catch more charges.
I'm not resisting. I'm right here.
Get in the car then, right now.
Dad!
After talking to her father, she still wanted to be rescued because her father didn't help her there and let the officers detain her.
Obviously, because of her level of resistance, we can't do exercises. If she's calmed down when she gets there and she wants to do them, and you got enough bodies, that's fine.
After seeing her resisting continuously, officers decided not to take the field sobriety test there and risk anything.
Once you begin, do not stop until the exercise is completed. Stephanie, do you understand these instructions?
You need 9 steps. Count it.
9 steps, heel to toe, turn around by taking a series of small steps. Do I need to show it to you again?
All you have to do is take a deep breath. Deep breath.
No, but why?
Well, I just told you.
Because you think I'm young.
He was taken to the Monroe County Jail, and there they performed the field sobriety test. Officers then take her to the observation room for 20 minutes, and after that, they performed the breathalyzer test, where Stephanie tried several times to complete the test. She blew .268, that's more than the legal limit. Stephanie Bloodworth was charged with DUI, fleeing, resisting an officer, and reckless driving, and was sentenced to 2 years on probation. According to the reports, Stephanie received a special permission to leave the country despite being on probation because she had a Royal Caribbean cruise to go on. It doesn't pay to be a Karen these days, but planes and Karens are apparently a horrible mix for staff and passengers alike.
No, I did not cause a disturbance.
Jacqueline?
They told me I would get an aisle.
Jacqueline?
All right, dude,
Stay
give me
tuned,
my...
Come here.
Give
Come
me
here.
my... I didn't do...
Let's go tennis.
Stop!
In December 2021, an incident occurred at Salt Lake City Airport, where a 30-year-old woman named Jacqueline Fleury was arrested for causing a disturbance. According to the police, the airline was in the process of deplaning all the passengers at Gate A14 when they had to remove her.
I got a plane for the aisle seat. They gave me an E, which is a middle seat. That is not what I paid for.
In the body camera footage, it is clear that she was extremely angry about her assigned seating on the airline. She was shouting and arguing with the airline supervisor. Her behavior led to the airline staff removing Jacqueline from the gate, but she continued to yell, which forced the police to intervene.
I touched someone.
What was your name,
Please
Jacqueline?
explain it. Have I spoken to did I touch someone? Please tell me if I've spoken to someone and I've touched someone.
Okay, so...
Listen to him. Ask him that question.
All right, Jacqueline, we're going to leave.
Ask him.
Jacqueline, you need to leave now because
No,
you've been denied.
ask him.
The airline revoked her flying privileges and refunded her amount. She then began to argue with the officers, and when the officers told her to leave the area because she's no longer ticketed passenger. In any case, she was not cooperating with the officers and ready to leave even after the refund.
You're refunded, okay?
Okay, well then get my refund and refund me a ticket back
I don't
to
know.
York.
It's going to go to your credit card.
Okay, well that's on you then.
Okay.
Yeah, this is on you.
You caused a disturbance. They have deplaned
No,
a plane.
I did not cause a disturbance.
Officers reported that Jacqueline is not cooperating and not even following their commands. She took her ID back from the officer's hand and refused to leave. The officer told her that if she did not stop, then she'll be arrested, but seems like nothing worked on her.
I didn't do...
Let's go tennis.
Stop!
Here, hands behind your back.
Stop!
Hands behind your back. Now.
Stop!
Hands behind your back.
Stop!
Hands behind your back.
Stop! I don't live in Utah!
Stop resisting. Hands behind your back.
I don't live in Utah!
Hands behind your back. Stop resisting. Hands behind your back.
Ow, I don't live in
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
I don't live in Utah!
You understand that? Stop
I don't
resisting.
live in Utah! Stop!
Stop resisting.
Stop!
After all this mess, officers decided to put handcuffs on her and detain her. She kept resisting with the officers while officers were struggling with her. Even after being refunded the ticket, which was nice, Jacqueline wouldn't calm down and used racial slurs. After detaining her, officers escorted her out, where she kicked an assisting officer in his leg while moving her to the patrol vehicle. Adding to her growing list of charges, Jacqueline was charged with assaulting the police officer, disorderly conduct after request to stop, and interfering with an arresting officer. Jacqueline was booked into Salt Lake County Jail on the following charges. After arresting Karen from Plan, let's move to the next Karen, who was flagged with Be on the Lookout alert by the City of the Eau Claire Police.
Michelle, you don't have a license.
How's that? I don't have a license.
It's suspended.
For what?
I haven't looked that far into it, so I don't know.
Michelle, just put your hands behind your back for me.
For what?
You keep putting your hands in your pockets after I've told you 16 times not to.
On February 17, 2024, an Eau Claire County Sheriff's deputy was monitoring the traffic in the parking lot of known motel, which was notorious among law enforcement for being a hotspot for the distribution of illegal narcotics and consumptions of drugs.
Jump back in your car for me, please. Jump back in your car.
Apparently I don't have a license. I don't f***ing know.
Is this your car?
Yes, this is my car.
Do you have insurance on it?
No.
Okay.
As the officers were waiting in the parking lot, they soon spotted a vehicle leaving the rear of the motel. Behind the wheel was Michelle, a 45-year-old woman. Upon running her information, the officers discovered that her license had been suspended. Despite this, she attempted to exit her car as the officers pulled her over.
What are you up to?
Literally, I got done with work. I was gonna stop and see what he was doing, and I'm going to my friend's house. I'm homeless.
Okay.
This is my home.
You live out of your car?
Yeah, pretty much.
As the officer approached her, he smelled marijuana coming from the car. Since the officer was familiar with the smell, he's most likely able to recall all sorts of thrilling arrests. When the officer started interrogating her, Michelle told him that she is homeless and she was going to her friend's home. She told the officer that she didn't even have any job now, since her license was suspended, and because of this, she don't even have any job now.
Is it just her or is there two in there?
It's just her.
Just her.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what she's suspended for because she's all up in arms about that.
The officer also found out that she was on active probation, due to which she is prohibited from having any contact with the motel. For further investigation, they need to know why she was suspended. And when they searched, they found she was suspended due to failure to pay child support.
I don't think so.
Okay, just keep your hand in your pocket for
I
me.
smoke weed. I don't know. I might have a blunt or something in the car.
Okay. So I'll just put your hands back there for me.
For what?
You keep putting your hands in your pockets after I've told you 16 times not to.
The officers took her out of the car, detained her after asking a few questions, and then put her in the back of the patrol car. She also told the officers that she smoked weed.
County to 536.
They're numb. I can't sit up anymore. I can't do this. All I have is a weed.
While the officers were completing the paperwork, Michelle somehow managed to slip her handcuffs and started banging and shaking the seat of the squad car.
Right, Michelle, jump out.
I'd rather just sit here.
Jump, Michelle, get out of the car.
Make me. You guys are some f***ing dumbass motherfuckers.
Stop.
Michelle, stop. Put your hands behind your back.
When the officers instructed her to come out of the squad car, she attempted to flee out of there, but she swung at the deputy. After coming out of the squad car, when the officers tried to put handcuffs on her again, she started resisting. She screamed and used slurred language.
Ouch, seriously, I'll be
536, Coney?
Something hurt. Oh my God, I can't feel it. Oh my God.
After the officers apprehended Michelle, they made their way back to the police station. Michelle faced charges for misdemeanor counts of resisting an officer and possession of THC, and was also slapped with a $400 traffic citation. Despite being released on a signature bond of $1,000, she was ultimately found guilty of both charges nearly 2 months later. As a result, the court sentenced her to 10 days in jail, but offered her the alternative of completing 80 hours of community service. Michelle opted for the community service, a choice she's now committed to. The next Karen is former hockey player who, like all the other Karens, thinks that he is above the law and police officers could not even touch him. The body camera footage of his arrest is one of the worst things you'll ever see and hear.
Sir, can stop. I can't take him on.
Okay, let's stop.
This is former Arizona hockey player Alex Galchenyuk. Alex Galchenyuk was a 29-year-old former Arizona Coyotes hockey player. As you can see, the body camera footage, he was hurling threats at Scottsdale police while being escorted to jail. He thought his behavior was just acceptable, and he'll be released soon. On July 9th, 2023, witnesses called the police to Scottsdale Road and Shea Boulevard. The people present their saw, Alex crashing into a sign and a parked car. After hitting, he fell on the ground and his dad picked him up, and they drove off, and police pulled over the car shortly after.
Thank you. All right. The reason why we pulled you over, somebody called on this young man. What relationship are you to him?
That's my son.
Is everything okay? You sure?
Before discussing further about him, Let's see how Alex got at this point. Officers responded to a call where Alex was accused of hitting and running while driving the car intoxicated. After the crash, his father switched seats with him to keep him safe. But the witnesses were present there, and they saw the whole scene. His dad claimed that he was driving the car when the crash happened, but the witnesses had already told about the exact case.
You need medical attention?
No. He's fine. He's totally fine. Bruh, at the end of the day, you know what? Contact for the fucking Abramovich, and you'll fucking go crying.
When the officer was interrogating his father, he started conversation with another officer. Everything was going well until he threatened the officer.
Stop wasting my time.
I advise you not to do that. Brother, nothing. Look at me. I'm looking at you. We're not going to play that type of game. This is not going to go the way you think it's going to go.
Here, Alex threatens the officers for the first time, and you can see how drunk he seems here. After talking to him, officer went back to his cruiser and returns minutes later to arrest Alex.
What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about? You can't threaten me to start reaching. I'm not.
Alex resisted when officers arrested him. He said that he did not threaten the officer, but after a few minutes, he again threatened the officers. They throw him on the ground so could handcuff him easily. After arresting him, they put him in the squad car to take him to the police station. He was continuously using slurred words when the officers were escorting him to the jail. After reaching at the police station, he was placed in the cell and was charged with hit and run, resisting arrest, and threatening the police officers. The Coyotes cut ties with Alex, and he's now playing in a professional league in Russia. Alex later apologized and said that he would be seeking help. Next, see what's going to happen when a 65-year-old was arrested for trespassing.
Do not touch me. Who do you think you are?
Point 10, one
Oh, back up. Some old lady is getting handcuffed here. Ow.
Ma'am, put your hands behind your back.
In 2021, officers from the Galveston Police Department responded to a call from the Galveston Bank of America, which was located at the 6109 Central City Boulevard, about a woman who refused to wear a mask at the bank. The woman was later identified as a 65-year-old Terry White. According to the reports, woman reached at the bank to withdraw her cash, but she was unable to go for the procedure because she not wearing the mask. The bank manager requested her to wear the mask, but Terry was neither putting on the mask nor she was ready to leave the bank. Bank manager then called police and reported the case.
Hello. That one?
Yeah, that's her to leave.
Okay. Ma'am, I'll say if they ask you to leave, you have to leave.
When the officers arrived at the bank manager told them about Terry, refusing to wear the mask and not even leaving the building.
My money's in this bank, and I'm going to take it out.
Well, then you have to abide by the rules, and you have to have a mask on.
This is a state.
It's not. Businesses have the right to refuse service, even if you're not wearing a mask. That's their choice.
My money out.
Awesome. Well, you need to go and get a mask and then take your money out.
When the police officer intervened in the situation, Terry tried to teach him a lesson fist. Officer told her to wear the mask if she wants to be her work done. Otherwise, she had to leave the bank.
Back up! Some old lady is getting handcuffed here. Here, people. Ow!
Ma'am, put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting. Stop.
Is anybody gonna, get real here? Really?
Relax.
No one's gonna get real? Wow.
Come on.
Oh, you're gonna smash my head to the ground now? Now you're smashing my arm into my private area?
The officer eventually had enough, so he decided to arrest her in the bank. While the officer was putting handcuffs on her, she started resisting and screaming out about the police brutality for the customer's sympathy. When no one responded for her, she got infuriated and called them sheep. Terry sustained minor injuries and was taken to UTMB Health at Galveston for the treatment. She was charged with resisting arrest and criminal trespass, and an arrest warrant has filled for her. These Karens need to learn to mind their surroundings and behave accordingly. That's all for today's video. Hope you have enjoyed the video and don't forget to like it. Be sure to subscribe our channel and hit the bell to get notified about more content when posted.